And Big Bo, that's my partner in crime. Random thoughts miss mine. I can never do this by my lonely. So we the duo, snatching up all the kudos. Bound to find a loophole, yeah, you know. So keep tuning in, enjoying the vibe. Forever raw, forever real. It's him, it's I. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast. Some people do it just for clicks, so we know they kind. It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 5. Episode 189.
Yeah.
What the business is? It's that man with the plan, Big Kev. And that's cuz with the buzz, Big Bo.
Yo.
And you know, we got that food for your soul. This show,
Yeah.
now you know we got to do this disclaimer. We're in a time where disclaimers are surely needed. And you know, every time you say something about this, that, and the third, somebody always want to shut you up. They want to jump on your post, your comment, and want to downgrade you for your thoughts.
I want to say, going back to old school days when I started working with the older cats, they would say CYA, cover your ass.
Cover your ass.
So this is us covering our ass.
CYA, yeah. And definitely if you're in office, if you've ever been in an office setting, you definitely do a lot of CYA because people will pass the buck when it's time for somebody to get in trouble. So without further ado, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once again.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity.
Really?
Yeah. Motivation.
You don't say.
Inspiration.
Oh, that's nice.
And most importantly, love. Now, bring it on in. Definitely bring it on in today. Bring it on in. So we don't do this thing without a weekly affirmation. And I got something. This is the love edition of the Pulpit Podcast. Valentine's Day. So I got something that's going to be a little bit different. A healed man doesn't love for attention. He loves with intention. Y'all understand that? Like, you know, people get in this lonely phase, feel like they got to have somebody. And normally that doesn't work out when you're doing it for just the feel of not being lonely.
Yeah.
When you really want to be in love with somebody, you really at that stage where you want to be with somebody, that's intention. And all your actions, all your words will be intentional. So
can't wait to find somebody that's making me be intentional.
That's what I'm saying. Now, that's the whole thing of finding that missing piece. Yeah. But when you do, it is a beautiful feeling. So you have to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
It's the Rubik's Cube, but it's the root. Once it, you know,
once you get all the reds, you get all the blues, you get all the greens.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
going
feeling.
For it now. We're going for it.
It's a beautiful feeling. Success. Eureka. Success. What's good, Bo?
Oh, man, chilling, man.
You know what it is, man. We get through the week. It was a busy work week, but we blessed to be here.
The work week ain't over.
Yeah, but
I still got to go to work.
My work week is over until Monday. Bo still got to punch that clock. But regardless, we blessed to be able to do it.
Boy, the engine.
The engine.
You
keep going. Engine. So, PB fam, I know it is Valentine's Day. I hope you definitely are surrounded by loved ones. I don't care if it's your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your situationship, your friends just in general.
Your kids.
Your children.
Hey, that's love.
Love is love. Period, point thing. And like Bad Bunny said, and you know, a lot of people using this, like, what's the strongest power against hate? Love. So that's what we on today. So this is a love edition, but this is more, y'all always want to hear from the guy perspective. And me and Bo are going to try to be as authentic as possible and as real as possible.
Okay.
All right. So first thing is, why do men say they want love, but when it kind of gets real, they run? In your mindset, have you ever been that way or know people like that?
Normally those guys are just liars and just spitting game.
Spitting game
to somebody. Like if you really feel opened up and you want to find something, you don't even have to say it. You don't say it.
You do it.
You just, you know, or you find someone that, hey, she got me open. I'm going full throttle with it.
So you think it might just be trendy?
No, it ain't trendy. It's game. It's you know,
Okay.
If they post it or if they say it to a female, but they're not really
on that.
They're not really on that. They're just talking. It's just game.
Running game,
man. That's how I take it.
I feel that too. I definitely feel like it's game being ran. Also, I feel like at that moment, they might not want that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could have like feelings, you know what I'm saying, that play against you in your mindset, right? It's like we said, if you're not a healed man, you don't know what you want. You don't know how to go about operating, you know what I'm saying? So that could be a play too. But do you think men struggle with emotional expression?
Hell yeah. Absolutely. On my Kenya Moore, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, men do struggle with the expression of their emotions, especially with women.
Ooh.
Because, you know, a lot of times women don't realize how calculated men are.
Very calculated.
And
we're hunters.
Yeah, and they understand like being vulnerable. You are being vulnerable. You can call it weak, but we are becoming weak to be vulnerable.
That's the strength.
And it is a strength, but then like sometimes you find out that this is a toxic woman who done takes your vulnerability and throws it in your face and kills you. And so a lot of men don't want to be vulnerable because they know they're going to turn it back on them.
But that comes as the unhealed part too. Like when you heal, you don't worry about that. Like this game is
right. You don't worry about
the traumas and being healed means you don't worry about that. Yeah, it could happen and very well may happen, but you don't worry about that. You just go into it with the idea, hey, this is what I feel. This is what I'm going with right now. And whatever happens, happens. Let the chips fall where they may.
But that's what turns, I'm just saying, stating the fact that that's what turns a guy unemotional because they've been in it might have been in a situation.
I get it, but that means you're unhealed if you let that tarnish you.
Yeah, and a lot of times too is with the younger generation.
Yeah,
you know, you get seasoned, you get older, you get more scabs on you.
You should.
You know what I'm saying? And where you know you can be emotionally available for people, even though they might be toxic.
Yeah,
but you still just giving off your energy.
Yeah,
and what you know. But younger generation, if they giving that energy, that emotion, and then like they see some toxicity, they don't know how to interact. I think
that goes with a different part about the youngness. They just don't have those coping tools. Like this is a lot of stuff that we learn in the streets. Like we was talking about earlier, how we grew up. Coping tools and coping mechanisms is what you learn in the streets, and a lot of these folks ain't got it, and that goes into life, love, relationships, and all type of stuff like that.
Because you're gonna take some L's.
Yeah, you should.
You're gonna take some L's.
Nobody wins all the time.
You're gonna take some L's. You gotta learn how to deal with them L's.
You gotta learn how to deal with them L's.
Get your emotion together. Break it.
Bo, who do you think taught you how to love? How to love. Hate that Lil Wayne.
You know, I can start first with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's just a certain individual, really.
Okay.
The person that I put a ring on, the person.
Okay. I mean, well, yeah, you can shout out. It was the love of this. We be kidding 100.
It's you know, my ex-wife. Yeah, you know that.
That's real though.
That was yeah, because it was new to me.
Yeah.
Because you know, I come across a lot of crazy. And I'm gonna throw her in the crazy department too.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
But she had a wholesomeness, and she didn't have an agenda.
Oh, that's big.
Cause like every girlfriend, every
had an agenda.
Chick, they had an agenda where I want a baby by you. No, I'm not giving out babies.
No babies.
Nah, serious. They think I got a little bread. No, I don't.
They're trying to get locked down.
It's just different little things. They had agendas.
Been there before.
Where she was like, you just cool to me. Like she was just like, you just something. You
that
cool.
vibe, man. You just know that vibe.
And so like it softened me up.
Yeah, for me, I gotta say, my mom. If you ever seen a selfless individual who shows love to everybody,
And it's based from her religious belief, her spiritual beliefs. But yes, like if you ever met my mom, I'm telling you, it's an engaging personality. She has this aura about her that people want to hug her. She's a hugger, you know what I'm saying? And no matter who you are, you know what I'm saying? You could have been a riffraff of whatever, and she'll still call you baby and treat you with the utmost respect until you could be the hardest thug. I've seen people walking her job straight, they some hard ankles, you know what I'm saying? And boys is like, they been through some stuff. And they miss and the most proper respect, you know what I'm saying, for an older person and a woman, hey, that's because she presents that. So she taught me how to love also just older people in general. My family is built around a lot of longevity in their relationships and, you know what I'm saying, in their marriages or whatever, right?
Your
mom and dad, you know what I mean?
I just was talking about Josie Jones.
Yeah, our grandparents, you know what I mean?
Josie Jones and Daddy Bob, man, I mean, they was wild, but they held it together.
But they showed you it could be turmoil, it could be ups and downs, but if your love is founded off of real love, then you can work through anything. And that's what we don't do nowadays. Everybody's so quick to run. Quick to run and ditch it off. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. People try to say it's because it's accessibility and there's a lot of people. I don't think that's the case because it's always been other options or whatever. It's just we're just in this thing of nobody wants to stick it out. Nobody wants to go through the hardships. And that's what our parents and grandparents and their parents before them had that we don't have. And I don't think no generation recently has or whatever.
Yeah, don't have it.
Bo, keep it 100. Did you ever fumble a good woman because of ego?
I ain't had a good woman. I don't know what that is, man.
Okay, well, I'll answer it then.
I ain't had a good woman.
I will say yes. And I say this because, and this is just me being as honest as possible, right? When you get to a point, so when I had lost a lot of weight, right? And I had got on like this weight lifting program and I looked totally different, right? And I was getting so much attention in the streets, on social media, you couldn't tell me nothing. So a lot of the interaction that I had or interaction that I did have, I took it for granted, right? Even though I might have wanted to be with that person, I wasn't intentional about that, right? And women are the type that if you don't show that intentionalness, you know what I'm saying, they don't think that they're wanted. Women want to be wanted, you know what I'm saying? They want to be craved. They need that reassurance. If you don't give them that reassurance, whether you thinking it in your head or not, they're going to move on. And so my ego always been like, hey, if you move on, get you know what I'm saying? And then I never took accountability to stare in the mirror and be like, bro, you tripping. Like you missing out on good people, a good woman, based on you just think you can totally replace them. Yeah, you can replace the body of a woman, but you can't replace certain people and the qualities and the interaction that you have with a certain person. You can't replace that. Some people you just vibe with, your conversation is totally different with, you just connect with better, and you can't replace that. You might replace a body, you know what I'm saying, for loneliness, right? It could be somebody sitting right next to me. I can go on a date, but I'm kind of looking at them like, this day could be over. And I'm thinking about such and such, you know what I'm saying? But the machismo, you know, that energy, that male testosterone energy, that ego tells me, don't call her. Don't make amends. Don't make yourself accountable, you know what I'm saying? Because it looks weak. But as I get older, as I'm getting older, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you have to change that. You ever want somebody to settle down with, especially in this new age, day and time, women ain't going for it.
Man.
You got to change that, man. And so that's what I'm on. As I told you, 2026, I'm on a plight. My motto is do better, be better. That's the simplest thing. And that's in all aspects of life. And that's what I'm trying to do. So, yeah. Is that it, Bo?
No,
I thought you were about to say something.
Nah, you're good.
Why do you think some men were raised to suppress affection?
Well, it depends who did the raising. Now, I can say this. Men who weren't raised with a father figure, were raised more around women, have some better emotional skills
Mm-hmm.
than those who are raised by an old school man. Because back in the days, I ain't gonna say back. Yeah, back in the way we was raised up,
Mm-hmm.
the black man, especially black man, we couldn't show tears, we couldn't show pain. We work ourselves to
It
death.
a sign of weakness.
Yeah, it looked like a sign of weakness. So like the way we was raised was like, you got to be tough, you got to be strong.
Yeah.
Especially if you come up.
Hell, you couldn't be a human.
You come up under all these black men.
Yeah.
You're gonna get taught to be like, nah.
Yeah.
Suck it up. Don't show emotion. You can't be vulnerable. Like, why you crying?
Yeah.
You know, that's something. But I'm actually grateful for though. I'm grateful for my ancestors because they were raised in a way that didn't give a fuck about mental.
Yeah.
It was just abuse.
Yeah.
They was raised in abuse.
Okay.
For real. Our parents, our grandparents,
Yeah.
they was raised in abuse. The way they was raised was abusive.
Yeah.
Because that's all they had.
Yeah.
That's why they started making laws because parents
It was a different time frame,
it's a different time frame.
mindsets.
So that gets put on you. Like these ancestors put on ancestors of abuse, and like, so now you got your grandfather, he on your head.
Yeah.
If you got your grandfather.
If you got your grandfather. I think it is the family dynamic. It's about how many people, how many men are in your spots in those spaces.
I got my uncles,
Yeah.
your daddy.
We were blessed. We were blessed.
Your daddy, Uncle Russell, Uncle Baby.
But even with saying that, my dad taught me how to suppress affection because my dad is stoic. Like anybody who knows my dad, he's a caring man. He got it from his father.
Yeah, Daddy Bob.
They're very caring men when they have to be, but you won't get that just freely. And I try not to be like that, but that was a little bit of my part growing up. You know what I'm saying? As a younger man, watch my daddy. I'm junior, right? So I'm made in this image in almost every facet, right? And I watch how he is. And the only thing that ever made me know that my daddy even has those type of emotions is when my grandma, God rest her soul, passed. And I seen him cry. And that made me lose it because that's always been my strongest foundation of a man, idea of a man. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't cry. He didn't show these emotions. But then I found out you have to do that because that's what makes us human. That we feel these feelings, we have to let these things out. You know what I'm saying? So if you cry, if you show a lot of emotion, if you show that you care for somebody as a man, that's strength. That's being a human. Don't let nobody tell you that's weak or try to downgrade you or belittle you, you know what I'm saying, for that. Okay, Bo. Why do you think men think providing is easier than communicating?
Like I said,
same thing.
It come from them generations because we work hard. We were taught to work, provide.
You be the man in the house. I set the rules and regulations off of what. Yeah,
that's just how we was raised, man. You know, I look at my pops, especially in his green uniform days.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? He at work all day. Get off work, have a break, come home, eat some dinner, then go back to work. You know, he would pick up extra hours. You know what I'm saying? Like he would do 16s. Take a break, might come home, chill for a minute, go back to work. Like, that's how we was raised, man. So like I'm like that. Like I do 12s.
Yeah.
But you know what? Mind doing them 16s if I got to, because I want to provide. I want to make sure like my daughter has what she needs.
Yeah.
And it ain't like, oh man, I gotta go hit up somebody or go to Check Express and get a loan. And no, I want to make sure I got everything. I want to make sure I provide for them. Like even yesterday, real talk, you know, my oldest came by like, hey, I'm gonna go grab some pieces, wings, we hang out, you know. It ain't no, damn, I want to do this, but I ain't got no bread. No, I make sure I have bread.
Have that bread so you can do what you want. Do what you want, do what you feel whenever you want to.
I take care of the bills, this and that. And if hey, let's do this. You know, so I don't believe in living by circumstance. I that's why providing is like, no, we have to do it.
Yeah, I think you have both. I think you have to have a sense of both. It's just the balance that, you know, Uncle OG talks about of life. You know what I'm saying? It's the yin and the yang type deal. I don't think a lot of men communicate because they didn't talk as kids. They didn't talk when they was growing up with their family. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have that dynamic to where they would talk to their fathers or their mothers, you know what I'm saying, to have like real in-depth conversation. They were going and, you know what I'm saying, like with people, the busyness of life and providing for a family, like you said, they didn't have time, you know what I'm saying? People come in from working all those hours, they sit down, eat dinner, watch TV. There's no dialogue. There's no conversation and whatnot.
My pops didn't start talking to me until he seen me as a father.
Okay.
When he seen me being a dad with Erica and, you know, making my moves and getting the house.
How you was operating.
Getting the house.
You was on your grown man.
Taking care of it. They come over, I bring Erica over and you know, let her go with Yanni to go to the beauty shop. And that's when Pops was like, it's just me and you now. And you know what? You know, we smoke together. But he
found a common
he's like, hang on, don't leave yet. Yo, you can roll up one. And that's when he said, he was like, you a good dad.
I love the man you becoming. He could see it.
And that's when he started telling me like that. And then we started talking after that. And then it led to like other conversations.
Correct.
And he telling me his stories and what he went through. And I'm like, man, you know what? I kind of understand the decision you made.
Yeah.
If I was in that situation,
but people don't have that. Like, we're blessed, like I said, and we're blessed to have the dynamic. Because I talk to my dad, we talk about sports, or you have common interests or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Real life.
Me and my dad talk about real life.
Yeah, me and my dad, we're more of like the sport base. That's where our connection is, you know, other things in life.
My dad is wild. My dad is wild.
My dad really don't talk like, he don't, like I said, my dad's stoic. He don't really talk about his feelings and stuff like that. That's just not how he is and how he's built. But I do understand people who don't have that opportunity and didn't have that opportunity, how they come up. But this is the reason why you might have a man that doesn't like to communicate, ladies. All right, toxic masculinity. Is that just unhealed trauma?
Toxic masculinity doesn't exist. That's liberal media that made up that toxic masculinity. Being a man, we go through whatever we go through and we deal with it like we deal with it. But they made a term, call it toxic masculinity. But it's really a man just trying to figure out what's going on. You know, you got everybody. You might have a white guy that was raised in a trailer park, and all he's seen was abuse.
Okay.
So what is his thought process going to be? It's going to be different than a black man who might have been raised, married couple, raised this guy up. He's going to have a different outlook and a different way, a vibration than somebody who's seen abuse.
Yeah. Well, I think you just answered the question with that correlation. It's unhealed trauma. So the way you act, the way you grow up, the way you treat people in your life is based on your traumas. Like you just said, if I grew up in a trailer park and I seen my dad be my mom and I seen drug addiction and I seen the worst things possible of relationship, you know what I'm saying, interactions
you ain't gonna
between
know
men and women, you're not going to know how to do the woman that you come in contact with. You're going to think it's okay to call out her name and maybe put hands on her, you know what I'm saying, and mistreat her and take her for granted. You might think that, you know what I'm saying, and you might think that since you make a lot of money, you can cheat on her, you know what I'm saying, and do what you want to do because that's what you sing. And if nobody taught you differently, you know what I mean? So I get both sides of it, you know what I'm saying? But at some point in life, we have resources.
Yeah.
We have people who talk all the time. Find you somebody who you can connect with, right? If it's not your father, if it's not an uncle, if it's not a brother, if it's not a cousin, find somebody as a man that you can connect with that's going to give you gain and knowledge and wisdom in those departments where you're definitely going to need them going down the line. Because you're going to meet a woman who's that one, you know what I'm saying? You know how people always say that one that got away? You're going to meet a woman that's that one, and you want to be in the right mind. You want to be healed. You want to be in the right situation so you can get to these places. Like, it's ideal. It's in the Bible set for us to have somebody, right? Nobody wants to be alone forever. A lot of us just be alone because we don't trust nothing, or we feel like something's always out to get us, or people that we come in contact with just no good for us because of our own choices that we choose them type of people, right? Like, you know, people gravitate to certain type of people too.
That's what brings it.
Yeah, so you can make yourself responsible for that. Like, evil, bad women, you know what I'm saying, and the crazy women, well, guess what?
They gonna keep coming your way.
They gonna keep coming your way, and they gonna keep giving you problems. So, I see both sides of it. All right, what else we got? I told you, we breaking it down. That's the love edition. Y'all getting the man side of things out here. You feel me? Is vulnerability attractive or only when it's convenient?
For who?
For women. Do they think men being vulnerable
you
truly?
You need to ask a woman that.
But I'm saying, the woman, do they like the fact that you're vulnerable? The women, has the woman, you can speak to that like the woman said,
yeah, they love it. And they love the vulnerability, but,
they play it against you too.
Yeah, they can. They really can. And then throw a little attitude with it, like, hang on.
Don't get twisted.
Yeah, you got me misconstrued, and you find out the hard way. But
I ain't no easy win, nigga.
but yeah, they are attracted to vulnerability.
In this generation, though, I think they look at vulnerability as weakness, as softness.
Which generation? Because you got to understand.
This generation we in now, not our generation. I'm not saying this generation we in now. You're still dating. We're in 2026. We're talking about what you deal with, period. And even though you say we're 50, some of these people who are in the 50 range, 40 to 50 range, act accordingly to this generation. They've picked on these traits and stuff of this younger generation. Period, point blank. So, yeah, I definitely think when you show like that, he weak. I sit there and watch like the demographics from 30 to 50 and on up, right? A lot of women think if you show the caring, you know what I'm saying, you might be a crier, you might be an emotional dude, they look at that as weakness.
Welcome.
For real.
Hey, because I'm the type, I'll beat a nigga's ass and cry. I cry all the time. Seriously,
we cry together.
Man, I cry all the time. I do. I really do. It can be, I can get a text and somebody just like, hey, what's up with you? You good? Yeah, I'm good. And I tear up. Like, I appreciate you just looking out for me, G.
Yeah.
I tear up because I cry with joy.
Mm-hmm.
I cry with pain. I'm a crier.
And pain.
For real.
Yeah. I think though it's a mix of trauma. Like, it's trauma based in so much. Trauma is the foundation of so many actions and behaviors. Because some women will be like that toward a man because they feel like when they were sympathetic, empathetic to a man, he used it for bait. Like used it for game. So I ain't listening to what you talking about. I'm like a nigga like, baby, but I love you. Shut up, weak nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got women who have been hardened like that from all the L's they've taken, that they ain't trying to hear you say, but baby, please, and get your key sweat on. They ain't trying to hear that. Matter of fact, why do you think, if I'm lying, I'm dying, but why do you think when you listen to R&B, you listen to soulful music, niggas ain't begging no more. Niggas is telling you what they doing. They the breadwinner. I make money. I move from this one to that one. Oh, she might have got away, but now I got to find somebody to get over. But I'm just saying, though, and that's my point. Because R&B has that soulful. And you go back to all between the 60s to the 80s and 90s, what they doing? Begging.
Now it's rappers singing. Now.
It's rappers singing. And what does a rapper do?
Call it R&P or something.
Yeah, R&P. But what do rappers do? You don't hear rappers begging no woman. Nah, the bravado is, hey, I'm the man. I'm making this money. Yeah. The streets, the business. I do what I want. You better come along. Matter of fact, perfect example. Seen Hitmaker yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Hitmaker interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay is a great interview. You know what I'm saying? And he's being real. He literally said, hey, I make all this money. You got to get on this train. If you with it, you with it. If you ain't, we can just be friends. He giving you the game. Now, he's being transparent. But also, it's like, damn, bro. Like, you just telling a woman that because you make a lot of money and you're famous that they got to be okay with you sleeping with a whole bunch of other women? Hey, take it or leave it type deal.
No, they got to sell something. Yeah. They got to sell bravado.
Anyway, it is what it is. And he said, and another thing he said that makes sense why a lot of men do stay busy, because you don't want to have to deal with your feelings. He said when he's at home during the holidays by himself, that's when he starts to get reflective and lonely. Then he goes back to work the next day and he don't feel nothing, right? So he stays in these studios, inebriated, feeling good in these feeling good party situations, so he don't have to feel nothing. Yeah, so.
You gotta feel the world.
You gotta feel it. All right. Have you ever grown because of heartbreak?
All the time, man.
Say that, Bo.
All the time. You know, the world be heartbreaking me. Like the stuff I see in the world, it ain't even gotta be relationships. It's just, you know, the pain. I see how people treat people. Like people will treat a dog better than they treat humans.
Boy, humanity's in the crapper. I said that since COVID.
They
boy.
I mean, I get it, dog. It's a dog, but come on, man.
Some people dog is like a human though, so you can't even say just it's a dog. You see how they did Mike Vick?
They treat animals.
Yeah, animals
better than they treat humans.
Yeah.
And I was heartbroken earlier this week, just seeing certain things I've been seeing, and the treatment I've been getting a little lately. I keep it to myself though, but I was
yeah, man, taking it back.
I'm always heartbroken, man. You know, that's how I live, because I've been learning now, man. I ain't never felt peace.
Yeah,
I don't know what peace is. I've been telling a lie to myself, like, hey, I'm protecting my peace. Nigga, you don't even know what peace is.
But that's the understanding of yourself. I will say I definitely have. Heartbreak is gonna make you either be a creep, a villain, a player, or it's gonna make you be able to be self-accountable for what role you played in the heartbreak, and just be better and strengthen all your weaknesses. And that was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, heartbreak made me lose weight, you know what I'm saying? Made me focus more, you know what I'm saying? Made me get on my music things more, made me start doing more things that make me happy, genuinely happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and lock in and focus. Like, you know, you say you focus, but you can't really be focused if you're dealing with other things, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to really have that pinpoint sharp focus where that's all you think about, right? And that's all I thought about was weightlifting, working out, playing basketball, getting fit, and then the rest of the stuff will come, right? And in that midst, I was also flushing out those feelings that I had, right? Like the heartbreak lets you flush out the feelings when you're gonna have times when you break down alone by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Flush that out. Next day, gonna be better than the next, you know what I'm saying?
Boy.
So I love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you have to, like Bo said, you have to take L's to get to W's. Simple as that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to go through this heartbreak to find love. Like, again, you know what I'm saying? Or love in a different person, you know, or, you know, and it comes differently. So you got to be able to be receptive toward that, and you got to be receptive toward the L to get to the W. All right. Why do you think losing a woman makes you realize her value?
Say that again, because
why do you think losing a woman makes you realize her value? You ever lost a woman and you be like, damn, I didn't value all the things. He said no.
No.
Oh, this your answer. I'm not, do what you do.
No. I lost a woman. That's God protecting me.
Okay.
Shove her out. Get rid of that. I don't loop.
We don't want no devils in this house.
Man, I don't. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be real authentic and real.
There you go.
Even though, like my first baby mama, we don't talk like that, but she's still connected to me. I don't lose them. My ex-wife, she's still connected. I don't lose them. I don't. No. We other little brides, like, we all still friends. They still hit me up.
Friends.
You know, they still love a nigga, and, you know, and if the things fall apart that they dealing with, they'll probably hit me up as soon as the things fall apart. So, like, yeah, I don't lose him. I because I've been genuine and honest with all of them. I don't play women. I don't play games with them. I tell them the truth at that moment. If I'm a hot boy, I'm a hot boy. If I'm a grown man that's got intention and I want you, I tell you that, and you move on, I got to deal with it. So I've always been an honest guy here. I don't deal with that stuff. That.
I have. You know what I'm saying? It definitely. I say this because, like I said before, when you're in stages in your life, how you feel, how you act, your behaviors change, right? And it's been stages in my life where I didn't do what I was supposed to do, right? And it's just small things, right, that can fester into big things, right? So this woman, after you start dealing with other women, this is the thing about it is, losing her, you don't really understand it at that time. When you start dealing with other women, you're like, hey, maybe the stuff that I was tripping on you about ain't that bad. Cause these other ones,
the more and more I got out there, I was like, man, y'all crazy.
I'm just saying though, one crazy is different than another crazy. So like what I tripped on you about is minute to what I have encountered in these last interactions. I'm just speaking for me.
Yeah, I speak.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what happened. Like, damn, I thought she was on this when I was tripping about this. This one, hey, she like 10 times worse. And then the next one is like, yeah.
And the thing is, you try to go for a different type of personality.
Man.
So you might go for someone who has a steady job and is a business. Like
you always
you dig. Like she dig. No. Sir, no, you always got to. But like, hey, but you go come in contact with, hey,
I'm between jobs. That's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. But like, you find one like, man, she's smart. She went to college and this and that. She cool. You know what I'm saying? You vibing with her and whatnot. You hang out a few times. She crazier than the motherfucker that ain't got a job.
I mean, jobs don't make you sane.
I mean, seriously, but you find it out when you get seasoned. You start hanging out like, hey, I'm getting away. That look, all she want to do is ask for money.
Yeah.
I'm getting away from that bribe.
Yeah.
Then you get to the, I think she got some bread. Hey, she crazy. She's crazier than the one who don't got a job. Like, I want to go back to the poor nigga. like seriously, like I don't. But you got to have experience. That's the thing. You got to get out here and have experience.
Yeah. So, why do you think we enjoy access without accountability?
What you mean, man?
Meaning, like, we won't, like, people like in a situationship, that's pretty much how I can sum it up, right? You enjoy the access of a woman and whatever, but the accountability is like, I'm just, like you said, I'm hot boy, I'm doing my thing, right? That means there's like, hey, I don't have any strings attached. I don't have to do anything. Like, why do you think we enjoy that?
Because we're pigs. I mean, man, that's just that's menning. But at the same time, it's not good. At the same time, you know, it also depends on who the man is, because not every man is like that. Like,
well, we never want to generalize anything. We're just speaking in general, but we're not generalizing.
But you know, there are a lot of men who just, hey, give me that one. She cool. She cook clean. I got her. You know, and then you got like crazy cats like me who I like difference. I like the vibe. I like
variety, spice of life.
I like the spice. I do. I like a different vibration. I like a different attitude. I like a different voice.
Yeah.
I like to bounce around. I grew up playing Nintendo, playing the keyboard, and got the radio on.
Multitasking.
That's just, I had my Nintendo playing, go over here, chime on the keyboard, and still got a death certificate playing loudly on the radio. Like it's just my mind, my brain is just how I work. I like to bounce around. I like to do a lot of multifaceted.
I think on the other side, like, we giving y'all different perspectives, right? I think on the other side of it is just men don't like to commit to something. Like to be locked in, to be cemented in and say, this is just who I am, you know what I'm saying? And I think when I'm saying men, I'm saying most men or some men, you know what I'm saying? You can take it how you want to. We're just putting it as that for now, whatever. But I definitely think that's what it is. Like when you say I'm just out here having friends, right? What does that truly mean? Like, and I've been, and I can speak from this point of view of just going on random dates all the time and not having to call the girl back. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time, but you really ain't my speed. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't my niche. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. I never had to invest myself, right? Like when you've been hurt, and once again, what trauma does, you've been hurt.
PTSD.
You've been hurt. You don't want to be hurt no more. So it's easier to have people to feel that lonely aspect, you know what I'm saying? You have a body, you have somebody to talk to, you have somebody to invest time and energy into, but I don't have to invest emotional energy and emotional stake and claim into this person who could take it away, who could make me go away the next day, you know what I'm saying, and say they go up and leave or whatever. You don't have to do that when you keep female friends. Like,
I'm learning more and more. I'm more Eric Killmonger, man. I really pain is love. Like, I don't know. I got
Ja Rule.
Nah, Ja Rule, you call it Ja Rule, Eric. But pain is love. Like that's how I feel. Though. Like, you gotta hurt me. Ah, damn, you hurt me. That now, okay, now, damn, I might open up and might love you. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't understand, but that's how it is in real life.
Yeah, and I just, like I said before, it's a growing pain. I think that's the part of the growing pain, though, right? Like, I'm learning to be like not afraid of being hurt. Like, that's what I would say, right? I think that's what keeps us
I
say,
like being
you know
hurt.
what I'm saying? But I'm saying
I'm an addict to being
afraid.
hurt.
The thing is, but that's the same mindset of growing not to be afraid, right? Because you know it's going to happen at some point in time. But a lot of people like to safeguard themselves, and that's the reason why they only never invest in people, you know what I'm saying, or open themselves up fully to somebody, because they're always trying to keep that safeguard up. You keep that wall up. I have some type of defense up where you can't hurt me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I never let myself get too in depth,
You still gonna get hurt.
but I'm just saying, though, in your mindset,
you still gonna get hurt.
feelings is feelings, right? You know what I'm saying? So you might get hurt in the process, but if you telling yourself that if I never really open up to her, I probably ain't gonna get hurt. And if I mess with a whole bunch of them, yeah, because you're gonna find that one that you vibe with. It's always gonna happen like that. So we're just being real, like being real candid out here. You feel me? Let's see. Ooh, that's a good one. We just kind of tapped on it though. It says, is situationship emotional laziness? And that's just kind of what I talked about. It's the crazy part that just popped up. That's kind of what I was just talking about. Like, it is. It's like, I don't have to invest in you. You know what I'm saying? I got a situation.
But if y'all on the same, if y'all on the same plan, like, hey, I like you. We get down like this, but it ain't real serious. Have a ball. I'm serious. On the serious.
Well, at least you got to be grown and transparent about that too, though.
Like y'all have to say it. You know, like, hey, you know, I'm not gonna be what is this. I'm not a what is this type nigga. I'm gonna just be doing what I do.
But I think you have to be with women. You have to let them know one or the other.
But when she says or asks, "What is this?" I'm gonna say, "Hey, I'm having a good time."
Well, if she doesn't though,
and then we just gonna keep having a good time.
Well, if she's not having a good time because you're not being, some women don't say it.
And that's when you find it. If she's like, hey, she's gonna ask, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, "Hey, I'm having a good time." Then she could be like, she can go her lane now.
Yeah.
The lane is open up. All right, now I don't want to have a good time. I want something solid.
Yeah.
I can't give you nothing solid right now, but stupid.
Solid, this nigga stupid. I ain't even gonna hold you on that one.
But I'm not gonna give you anything solid because if that's what I'm on.
Okay.
You know, but the question, what is this, is gonna have to come up.
Yeah, I got you. So this one I'm gonna answer first, because I don't know if Bo really had dealt with this, but I have dealt with this, quite recently or whatever. We don't commit when we're unsure. We commit when we're afraid to lose access. Now, I'm gonna speak to this, right?
All right.
Like, I was dealing with someone, you know what I'm saying? And, dealing with them, talking to them more and more every day, growing feelings, such and such, right? I knew how I was feeling about this person, right? But I didn't let that be known, right? And she would always check. She was doing everything she's supposed to do, right? As a person trying to buy for attention and really lock it in, right? And we got to some places, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, in that dynamic to where feelings grew really strong or whatever, right? I'm the type, once again, stoic Kevin, feeling itself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got options. I don't know where this is going. Unsure about what it truly is, your intent, whatever. This is trauma, you know what I'm saying? This is being honest. Trauma's telling me I don't know her intent. And one, I don't think nobody loves me like that. Like, this is the real thing. I didn't think nobody could love me like that or, you know what I'm saying, be that type of person for me because I haven't been the luckiest with these type of situations. So that unsureness made me act a certain type of way. Then another thing is, I was like, oh, she's always going to be around. She's stuck on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? I got it like that, you know what I'm saying? These are the type of mindset I had. And it wasn't until she said, hey, this ain't for me. You won't claim me. After all this time, you know what I'm saying? You act this way on social media. All these women want you hooting and hollering. How do I know what it is and what it ain't? This is how I feel. And I'm at the age now where I want to be locked down. I want to, you know what I'm saying, be with my man. I want my man to put me out there like that. Hey, and, you know, for me first, you know, I was mad. Up? You know, huh?
You didn't step up?
At that time, I didn't step up. Like, this is just me being real. Like, and that machismo, that ego. Hey, what you mean you talking to me like that? You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. Well, do what you got to do, or I'm angry now, you feel like that. But in the time
that's
frame.
That's that Virgo shit, man.
Well, I don't want to put it on no sign, but at the same time, I am a Virgo.
That's that Virgo shit.
In the midst of that, I can say, like, taking that L. Now, it's not a definite infinitive L, but it's an L right now that I had to learn from, right?
It's a learning lesson.
It's a learning lesson that, now, if we reconciliate, I know how to handle her. I know her love languages. I know what needs to be done. If we don't, for the next one, I have already become a better man because I learned you have to be intentional. Your feelings are your feelings. You can't be afraid of being hurt. You can't be afraid of it not being what you think it is, right? All you can do is put your all into what you are truly feeling. You can't be deceptive. You got to be transparent and intentional and organic. Like, if you feel good with this person, you can't wait to text. It's okay. It's okay, bro. It don't make you weak. It don't make you like you losing out on all these women who give you attention, right? It is the way God intended. We're supposed to have somebody like that. When you lock in with somebody like that, you really have to accept it. And that's where I'm at with it now. Like, I am a totally different person. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens. But I guarantee you, the next interaction or the interaction with this person, they're going to see a different person. And it's based on the L, you know what I'm saying? You start to feel like, damn, she don't text me no more. We don't talk no more like that. I don't have access to her like that. Hey, it can hurt a nigga. For real. It can hurt a nigga. You have any experience with that, or you just, that's not your lane? You ain't been in there in a while?
Nah, I ain't been in there.
Okay, well, as I said, I had to speak to that because if you ever been through that, I'm just telling you right now, it's going to hurt if you don't get hold of yourself. It's going to hurt.
Anybody cut you off is going to hurt.
Facts.
Anybody. I'm like, you know, I mean, I've had some cool homegirls, you know, we ain't no couple or whatnot. And, you know, they might get upset like because I'm not able to hang out with them like that because I work, I take care of my kids. I'm not full throttle about to move in, be your man.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Right.
And they'll cut you off. And it's like, oh, damn, I mean, we were still friends. We were still, you know, talking and vibrating. But when they cut, that hurts. Like, oh, damn, she ain't fucking with me at all.
It hurts. That's that hurt to the ego, boy. That's that.
Like, damn.
Breaking whole pieces.
And then like 6 months later, then they hit you back up. Like, oh, how you doing? I'm doing better.
I'm doing better. Yeah. I'm doing just fine.
Like, you know, like, yeah.
Woo, I held my shit together.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think men process breakups publicly? Like, if you know, hey.
I don't think anybody should process anything publicly.
They shouldn't, but niggas do.
Anybody, keep that shit to yourself. Like, I get putting statements out there.
Yeah.
Because it's been some times, you know, I'll put a statement out there. But I'm not going to put everything I'm going through.
Say that.
Out there.
I don't think that's for everybody's consumption.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there's people like, man, they will put every moment of their life on social media. Going through this, auntie, this and that. I need your help. Like, nigga, text her. Why are you putting this on Facebook? Why
say that?
You know,
it's that ego. Like, I'm not going to be the one to bend over first, y'all, or bend first. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Yeah.
No. process it behind the scenes.
Yeah. Handle your business, man.
But but you could put a statement like, hey, you having a rough time. Just, hey, I'm having a rough time.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then keep it moving.
I don't really put, like, I've maybe like 2 statements, maybe 3 at the most in my whole time on Facebook about like life, love type deal, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in
I'm
putting nothing like that because, sometimes you're vulnerable. You make mistakes. I think it was a mistake to do so, but it's vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Like, you learn from it. I shouldn't have did that. Actually, it backfired because the person didn't like it because they seen all the women ooh and ahhing me. You know what I'm saying? It felt like an attention getter versus what I was trying to intend to do. So it really should have just had that talk with her and said those feelings instead of putting it out for the world to ooh and ah and look like an attention grabbing post, but it really wasn't. I'll answer this. Is pride a real relationship killer? Yes. Yes, it is. Your pride will have you not call a woman, text a woman, say you wrong, apologize, make amends. Pride is a strong deviant. Like, it has made many of men lose out on great women in any facet of life, whether you're poor, rich, financially stable, you in the entertainment field, you a regular Joe Schmo that works 9 to 5, overtime at a warehouse. Pride.
I'm gonna say this. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Nate. This is some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation about pride and humbleness.
Yeah.
And that conversation, and he's a few years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? But he broke me down with the pride and humbleness.
Yeah.
And it changed me. Even with dealing with his sister thereafter.
Yeah.
Like, there's been so many times where, like, the pride, humble yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Try to hear her out. Try to be helpful. So pride is big with the men, but you gotta humble yourself. You gotta humble yourself. You gotta
what
take it back.
Kendrick Lamar said? Be humble.
Be humble. Like take it back. Like even though everything you provide, everything you're machismo, you feel good about yourself.
That's the word today, machismo.
Whatever it is. They call it toxic masculinity, whatever it is. Machismo, toxic masculinity, being a man. Sometimes you got to take it back and humble yourself, not only for people in front of you, but like God. God will humble you.
Yeah. So I will say this as a thing to kind of like sum up. We're not done with it, but just a little something I thought. Men don't move on. We distract ourselves. Like, that's why they always double back. And you see a lot of men, go back, they baby mamas, hey, let me have another chance, I'll change, man. You know what I'm saying? You distracted yourself with the new thing, and then all of a sudden you think about the old thing, or when you start seeing her with another man, now you're like, hey. I'm just gonna get right back. What Jay-Z say? I was just messing with them other chicks. I was gonna get right back.
The blueprint.
There you go. So that's a true statement, just so y'all know. All right. Well, can a woman make a man ready? Like, meaning, can she bring him to that place to want to be married, to want to be in a relationship if he wasn't prior? Like, let's say you was hot boying, right? You vibing with some woman, and she's all about it. She's saying the right things, doing the right things. Can she make you and bring you to that place to where you are marriage material?
Hell yeah, if that's a smart nigga.
Say that, bro.
I mean, I'm going to say this right now. I got a couple, I don't call them my niggas, but I know a couple men who ain't who they are without the wife that they met. They ain't who they are without this woman.
Fill me up.
Serious. So, serious. I've seen it firsthand. Like, you come across a woman that like that can build you up. Nigga, you better snatch her up.
Yeah.
Even I ain't gonna say his name. I told him years ago.
I ain't gonna say his name.
That's my brother too. That's my brother. I ain't gonna put him out there, but
redacted.
I told him years ago, bro, folks, if you don't snatch her up,
somebody will.
I will. I know. I will. I give a fuck about you. I told him that. He was like, well, nigga, that's a good one right there. You are fucking up. If you fuck her,
that's a real nigga talk right there.
I'ma snatch her up, nigga, and put it in your face. And he ran off with and did his thing.
Yeah.
That's facts, man.
So this one, and then we pretty much gonna be wrapping it up. We talked about this, and I'm pretty sure, I think we've said this many a time, right? But just to refresher, right? Do men cheat because they don't love or because they lack discipline?
Both. It's both. It's both.
And
especially, okay. You got variations of men.
Say that, Bo.
You got different variations of men. You have devout, strong, rock hard. They solid. This is their wife. They ain't doing nothing. Stay away from me. Yeah. I ain't touching nothing.
Back out, Satan.
And then that makes some women more attracted to them because they more solid. They let it be known. That makes them. So how long does that last? Or the relationship, something's going on. We ain't been vibing. I've been doing this for years and been stand up, and I don't know. I ain't been getting the right treatment. These broads still been in my. Men can become weak. We are weak. You know what I'm saying? But you also got the nasty guys out there who like, hey.
And creatures for attention.
I'm married, but they still free.
Yeah.
Who don't take what they did in front of God and the world serious. Like
they wonder why they have misfortunes and not the best thing happening in life.
Before God, and you playing games.
Yeah.
So like you get everything you deserve.
Yeah. Y'all already know how I feel about the cheating stuff. It's like, hey, if you to that point to where you seeing other people as desirable, you really want to act on that impulse, you need to separate. You need to go talk. You need to do something. Try to find some way to salvage, like Bo said, what you've done in front of God. You know what I'm saying? This bond, this, agreement that you chose to make, right? Nobody twisted your arm to make. You chose to make it, right? So do that first, right? Do all the steps needed to try to repair something, right? If you love something and want to rebuild something, you try to repair it. That's even relationships, you know what I'm saying? Have these talks, right? Like try to figure out where you can get common ground at, right? Like you might agree to disagree. You might not ever see eye to eye on a certain topic, but learn how to move on from it, you know what I'm saying? To have conversations about it. And then if you just are moving apart, y'all on different plights, you know what I'm saying? And different flights, like, hey, I've just grown out of this. I'm not the same Kevin I was when I met you, you know what I'm saying? That's being mature adult. That's mature adult talk, right? That's perfectly fine to move on from a person like that, you know what I'm saying? To move on healthy, right? Because you could come back to a time period where, hey, I thought it was better out there. I thought I knew what I was talking about, but I miss you, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can reconcile. But if you go ahead and say, now, I know my girl at the crib, she good, but boy, right now, what's happening? That lacks emotional intelligence and discipline.
If you want something different, just have her put a different wig on.
Yeah, called role playing.
Be something different.
Hey, real niggas, like I said, real niggas be like, hey, I need you to put this wig on. Like, dig. No, I'm just saying, dig. I done had, if you got a girl like that where y'all can be candid, you can be like, hey, I done had a fantasy about, you know what I mean? I need you to, I want you to put this on tonight. But you know what I'm saying? She might say, hey, I like a man who's a hardworking man and get dirty with his hands. You might have to come in a mechanic suit and black up your hands. She was like, oh, I like the grimy nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but as long as y'all keeping it fresh, flying, funky, it's a spice of life, Jack. That I'm telling you, if you ask most married people who are still together, they have nights like that. I guarantee you. Because you keep on sleeping with the same, you got to do something.
Yeah, man.
You lay by this person every day, every night, and y'all do what you do. You got to keep it fly, fresh, and funky.
You got to switch it up.
Switch it up. All right, so now we're going to get to the closing end of this.
Man.
What does healthy love look like now? At your point right now, in 2026 and everything you've been through, if you get into it with somebody else like that, what does it look like to you? Or what should it look like?
Should it look like? Just growing together, man.
Say that.
Like I said, I'm about to be 50. I got grown kids. So it don't even have to be marriage. It's just like a process of like, hey, because I'm pretty sure whoever I interact with, they probably got grown kids too.
Yeah.
You know, and they've gone through whatever they've gone through. So just the process of just growing and like interacting with each other, just that's cool enough for me right now.
Healthy love for me looks like shutting out the noise. Like that's what I've done a bad job of doing. Shutting out the outside noise and really just locking in with my person. You know what I'm saying? And we embark on this stage of life, you know what I'm saying, in our latter years, you know what I'm saying? And we do the things like my parents do and my grandparents did, you know what I'm saying, and start building like that, building as an adult, mature couple. That's what it looks like for me. And it's really hard to shut out the noise.
I don't see it. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one
it's
thing.
really hard to shut out noise, but that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to be a better person for, is shut out the social media world, you know what I'm saying, the attention and all the things that come with it. You have to learn to filter it out and lock into your person because it's hard out here. It's so hard out here with so many viable options, with the accessibility, with the social media aspect of it. It is hard. But you can do it because I see examples of it with my sister and her husband. I see examples of it with my mother and my father. I see example of my brother and his wife. You know what I'm saying? It's lots of examples that I see that go through the same thing that I'm looking at, and they are still being successful at it. So definitely that. All right, so here we go. What else we have? That kind of encompasses that, so I'm not going to ask that. What would you apologize for if your ex heard this episode? If anything. You ain't even got to apologize, but if anything.
Nothing.
He said nothing. That's why I was like, I knew what you was about to say.
I ain't about to apologize for shit. Like, if any of my exes are seeing this, they need to be apologizing. All of them. I mean, all of them. Do I need to put names? Tamika, Carla, Tay, Cece. I feel like DMX right now.
No, I was like, he was like, what want from a nigga? Please let me know. I would just say this.
Nigga.
What I only think I will apologize for is you didn't get the version of Kevin that is now.
Yeah.
That's all I'm apologizing. Because this version, hey, he's delightful. He is a joy, and he's a great man and becoming a greater man. And that's the only thing I will say. I feel sorry that you didn't get to interact with this version of Kevin that is now. Last one. What does emotional leadership look like from a man?
Emotional leadership?
Yeah.
Taking care of your children, no matter what. If you got children, regardless of what's going on in the relationship that built these kids, taking care of them, showing them the way, showing them guidelines and structure. That's it.
Okay. Emotional leadership, I think, is about being transparent, real, honest, and just standing on your business about everything, right? Like being able to take life as it comes, relationships as they come, right? Mm-hmm. Being intentional, organic, and open, honest, you know what I'm saying? Open, honest dialogue, being able to communicate. To me, that's leadership, right? Like these are all the qualities. You got to be able to communicate with somebody. You got to be able to tell somebody how you feeling, how things are moving, right? Mm-hmm. You got to be able to show by example of what you're saying as well, right? Like if you're asking this from another person, you got to be able to do it as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you think of a leader, I need my leader to be able to show me when I'm doing something wrong and show me examples they're doing it right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody just to tell me anything and then they go do something totally the opposite. So I'm just being a good, example of what you speak about. That's the biggest thing, standing on business. You know what I'm saying? As much as we can sum it up. All right, now we got to get into sports and entertainment. The Super Bowl just passed this weekend. And we do know Bad Bunny performed, and there was a lot of commentary and dialogue posts on social media platforms, do circles and dynamics and stuff like that. And what I truly noticed, a lot of people are more racist than they want to believe they are. Think about that, Bo.
I'm going to say this. That was a beautiful performance. That was one of the better halftime shows in a while.
Yeah.
One reason why? Because it took me somewhere. I haven't been, because I don't know Bad Bunny. I listen to Griselda and Freddie Gibbs. I don't listen to all the Afro beats and
the reggaeton.
The reggaeton. But it was two songs. It was two records on there. I did. I know these.
I knew two of them. Yeah, me too.
I done heard this one.
That Monaco. That's my cut.
But it was a beautiful performance. And guess what? It was people. It was black. That was blackness. I seen all those beautiful black folks out there.
Different colors of brown.
Oh my goodness, beautiful people.
Beautiful
performing.
people. And it was variations of brown. That's what we want to get to today. Variations of brown.
Like, folks got to understand, like, you know, the slave trade and where a lot of us that got to America came through South America to get to America. If you follow the slave trade.
Yeah.
So a lot of America blacks are Puerto Rican blacks.
If they did their lineage, I'm pretty sure they'd find some of that in there. Yeah.
A lot of them, those were our cousins and our aunties out there. So it was a beautiful performance on top of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that first. Now, for the racist fucks, y'all showed y'all true colors, man.
Showed the true colors.
Showed y'all true
colors.
Swear to
God.
And, you know, I didn't unfriend Facebook.
I don't really do the unfriended thing either. I let people have their own thoughts and views.
And I get it. I get it. To a sense of how you were raised.
Yeah.
Your thought process. And you just showed it.
You're no different. When the comments I seen, you're no different than the MAGA commentators who doing the exact same thing. You providing the same type of energy. Talking about the man should be deported because he sung a song you didn't understand. Like, make that make sense. He's entertaining, and millions, I mean, he's a top performer, so millions are buying his album, millions are fans of this man, and y'all talking about he should be deported, but where, and I made a joke about where you deporting him to? This is America.
He's American.
He's American. Like, where we deported to? Down the street? Like you want to take him down the street? Like, in my mindset, so I'll say this. When I was listening to it, like Bo said, you know, I'm a different type of individual. What I listen to, I'm the Jay-Z, Eminem, Wu-Tang. I'm diverse, you know what I'm saying? Both does the harmony. It goes, you know, I run the gambit of music, right? But I don't necessarily listen to Bad Bunny, right? And reggaeton music. And I used to like Gasolina, you know what I'm saying, with Daddy Yankee back in the day. And then I had to take it back. When I first watched it, I'm like, I couldn't get into it because I didn't know the words. But I did love the visuals. I did love the message that was being conveyed and purveyed, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. I did like what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? How he's showing
dancing.
people in the
I was
field.
partying to it. I was out there.
Well, you know, like when you get this idea of a Super Bowl, I think my thing is my anticipation of what I thought was going to happen didn't happen. So then that's when I thought, well, I don't know this music, and I checked out. But when I really watched it, how they was in the fields, and then they go to the bodegas, and then he's showing his life in Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was beautiful.
It was beautiful. His display of his life and the imagery of a Puerto Rican was dope. Now, and I thought about it when people say, well, I don't like music that I can't listen to the lyrics. We don't know the Macarena, and y'all used to be, oh, the Macarena.
But these folks spend thousands of dollars to go to operas, and these people are singing Italian. Singing Italian, and you don't know a damn word they are
Especially
saying.
the MAGA folks, when y'all say, well, he's American, y'all, like both said, will go to the opera in New York or whatever, and y'all will listen to people sing a bunch of words that don't know anything about, because I guess that's classical, or that's viewed as a money, you know what I'm saying, type of situation, a tier of your financial whatever, because most people go to opera normally got money, you know what I'm saying? So if that's deemed as that, but you look stupid, because I don't understand what the opera people saying, so I check out too.
They're singing in Italian. Come on. Fuck out of here, man.
I'm cool. But when I listen to it, I'm like, nah, listen to the beat. Music, as an artist myself, he's an artist. Music inspires. Music creates feelings, passions, love, inspiration. You hear certain beats, you hear certain melodies, you hear certain sounds from certain instrumentation.
Man.
It makes you feel a way, which it was intended for. So listening to that, ooh, ooh,
hey, now
that Monaco, my joint. I think Drake even on it though. That Monaco is
I was dancing.
And then the funny part about it, I seen a dude on social media, a white dude. He was like, "All y'all don't know what he's saying. I'm gonna do the American version for it, man." And when you listen to the words, this is super jamming. Then I went back and listened to the Bad Bunny version. I'm like, okay, I got it. So all y'all people who swear black people can't be racist, that's a lie. You're racist. You said anything about deport him or it was about race, the reason why you didn't like the halftime show, you're a racist. You're no different than these MAGA people who are racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people need to be honest about. Like, you're a racist too. So you got the right to be racist. They got the right to be racist. I just want all y'all to stand on business, like, and say I'm a racist. Like, don't run from it, because that's what they do. I'm not racist. I have plenty of black friends.
That don't mean shit.
And that's what a black person say. I'm not racist. I love plenty of different. No, you're being racist in this moment. So that's racist. So, like, yeah, I seen a lot that I didn't like. I seen a lot of ugly sides of people I didn't like just because of a performance. Bad Bunny, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. And he led with love, though. Like, all the naysayers and all the negative stuff that was said about him, and the people, degrading him, you know what I'm saying? He led with love. It was so much love in that performance and different messages and symbolism. Yeah. I'm cool. But shout out to Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good time.
All right. Another thing
we didn't talk about the game.
The game was trash. They don't even talk about it. That's why I talked about Bad Bunny. The game was trash, man. Drake May proved he ain't ready for the big lights. It's exactly what I said was going to happen.
The defense.
The defense is going. What did I say the week prior? Hey,
I didn't think he was going to look that bad.
It might be a little closer, but my gut tells me he ain't ready for that defense, and that defense is different than the New England Patriots defense. And I was correct.
And plus, too, Seattle smartened up and ran the football.
I mean, they do that all the time. They ain't smart enough. That's what they do. That's why I knew Sam Darnold wasn't going to make them lose. Because Kenny Walker Jr. been killing for the last 10 games, like they said. Like, this is what the new Seattle was. They stopped throwing the ball as much and ran it and played defense.
That football.
But Drake May look like who I thought he was going to look like, a second-year quarterback and deer in headlights. And that defense is ridiculous for Seattle. They might run it back. That defense is so ridiculous, they might just run it back. Yeah. Seriously. Just saying. That's why I really talk about it. I will talk about the storyboarding of the whole Super Bowl halftime and Super Bowl halftime shows that happened prior, right? That is important. Bad Bunny led you through the whole different scenery, right? His whole performance was in different takes. The people that got married at the thing. Like I said before, you see the bodega, you see the people out in the field, you see them on the electricity poles, which basically symbolize, if you know anything about that area over there, they go without electricity for months because of the grid.
You got to put.
Now in America, come on, man. Like we know that's done on purpose, because how in the world you let a whole place be without electricity for months? And we supposed to be the, you know what I'm saying, the place of all the resources or whatever, right? Let's talk about Kendrick's, though. Kendrick's the year before. Look what his message was and how he went to different stages and how people was breaking down on TikTok.
And a lot of people didn't get that.
They didn't get that. A lot of people, he was breaking down the Uncle Sam effect with Samuel Jackson, how the stage looked like you had to flip it upside down like a video game controller, you know what I'm saying, and playing the game of life type deal, right?
Yeah.
Different aspects. This is storyboard. We can even go with the Dr. Dre and how the West Side. You look at they was in different sets of what they were to represent the West Side.
It's still American, though.
Yeah, still American.
It's still America.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what y'all understand.
American culture, man.
Super Bowl halftime is not just about performing anymore. It's about, can you tell a story
and make a statement
minutes?
too.
Make a statement. That's the best time to make a statement because all eyes is on there.
Man.
120-something million people watching, 130 million watching. You're not going to get more eyes on you than in that moment. So that's the time, if anything political, social injustice, whatever it may be, that's the time to get your shit off. Shout out to those who do it. And hopefully next year, Jay-Z, and like people want to hate on my guy, like, oh, Jay-Z, this is the reason why the Super Bowl halftime. No, this is the reason why the Super Bowl halftime have stepped up and upgraded. It's not just about performing anymore. It's about telling a story, conveying a message.
I do think they need to give the whites a little platform. We've been giving all the ethnicities a platform. Maybe that's what they need.
But they started out giving them, like, the first 20 Super Bowls was all the white folks. Like, we just now trying to catch up. What you talking about? Yeah, the Aerosmith. Oh, they're not thinking.
No, the Aerosmith
y'all didn't chill about the U2. Like, they from a whole nother. They not American.
Australia.
They not American.
Now, when they had my guy running down the drain, that was a good one. I can't think of the band.
It's older band.
It's an older white band. Yeah. But that was a good one. That's like.
But I like that music. So I think as long as I just think
I'm trying to think Jelly Roll.
I like Jelly Roll.
I'm trying to think who could be the white counterpart that can.
Good luck.
I'm saying
because I don't know anybody who has that type of, for a Super Bowl halftime, that can convey a message and have all them songs and can run the gamble and entertain as well. I don't see it.
Taylor Swift's the only one, bro.
Taylor Swift is the only one, and I'm going to check out because I'm going to just be like, I'm not a Swiftie. She is talented. I'm not taking nothing away from her, but if Taylor Swift do the Super Bowl, I'm going to go get some pizza. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to
eat some pizza while I'm watching it.
That Taylor Swift is not my vibe, so I'll just be honest. But I know she's a talented person. I would never take nothing from her, though. So,
but they do have to.
They got to incorporate. One thing I said though, maybe have a sample, maybe have an entree. Like, I don't think people want Chris Brown to be there. I don't think the powers that be and all the people that are against him, it would be so much bad publicity that it wouldn't go off right. But if you could sprinkle Chris Brown in there, I think you could get away with it. Like, you have an entree of 4 people, right? Let's say you get 4 people, you know what I'm saying, who got 1 or 2 songs apiece. You got 15 minutes, 16 minutes. You split it up between 4, what's it called? You make a medley, right? You do your set, somebody else's set. And then maybe y'all come together and do a whole set of somebody's song together, right? Like, it could be something like that. Or 3 people, so you get more minutes. But I don't think Chris Brown, everybody's saying Chris Brown, he's the ultimate entertainer, but he comes with baggage that America just won't let go.
Yeah, he's not going to get it.
They should let go of it, but they won't. So y'all might just go ahead and cancel that. And we wouldn't be done without a Stuck Like Chuck. And because it is the Valentine's Day edition, the love edition, we have a Valentine's Day Stuck Like Chuck. All right.
Wow.
Boom.
Yeah.
You can only have one relationship type. A, passionate, toxic, can't live without each other love. B, stable, peaceful, slightly boring love. C, public fairy tale love with private issues. D, private, solid love nobody sees.
D. Yeah. I like A though. That's more my type, but
yeah, I was about to say, I thought you was A. I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna blow your spot, but I was like, that nigga lying,
A is more what I fall into, but D is more what I want.
I would say mine's more like add, put both of them together, like A and D together. Because passionate, I definitely wanted to be passionate.
Yeah.
I don't mind it being private. I'm saying private is about
but Stuck Like Chuck,
our internal stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it had to be D. Because my thing is the private, solid love. Me and we're solid. We're locked into each other.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know who she is, right? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't keep her private in that sense, but I would keep what we go through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Private. And we solid together. As long as we solid, all that matters. So, boom. Y'all have the Valentine's Day Love Edition. I hope y'all enjoyed us being real, honest, direct, even calling out some people. Bo. Doing what we do, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bo, you got anything else?
Man, I'm good, man.
All right, so it is Valentine's Day today. Like we said, we just want y'all to be around love. Love in general. However you encompass that, be around. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. Love. And until the next one, yep.